Nirmala ma'am has said that there will be zero income tax payable for people earning up to 12 lakh rupees per year. Now, in the budget, the tax slabs have been rationalized in such a way that everyone has to pay less. So, let's get started with this exciting breakdown of the tax slabs. People, back then, you didn't have to pay tax until 3 lakh rupees. And then from 3 to 7 lakh rupees, you had to pay 5%. From 7 to 10 lakh rupees, you paid 10%. And from 10 to 12 lakh rupees, you paid 15%. And then from 12 to 15 lakhs, you paid 20%, and above 15, you paid 30% income tax. But this is what the new tax slabs look like. From 0 to 4 lakh rupees, you pay nothing. Then from 4 to 8 lakh rupees, you pay 5%. From 8 to 12 lakh rupees, you pay 10%. From 12 to 16 lakh rupees, you pay 15%. From 16 to 20 lakh rupees, you pay 20%. And from 20 to 24 lakh rupees, you pay 25%. And finally, the last slab of 30% has been hiked to 24 lakh rupees. This has been raised from the previous slab of 15 lakh rupees. So the question is, how much tax do you really end up paying? Well, let's take a simple example to try and understand how much tax do you really have to pay. Let's say Rohan earns 12 lakh rupees per annum. So how much tax will Rohan pay under the new tax regime? Well, from 0 to 4 lakh rupees, he pays 0. From 4 to 8 lakh rupees, he will pay 5% of 4 lakhs, which is 20,000 rupees. And for 8 to 12 lakh rupees, he will pay 10% of 4 lakh rupees, which is equal to 40,000 rupees. So his total tax is 20,000 plus 40,000, which is 60,000 rupees. So Rohan will pay 60,000 rupees of tax. But now the question is, if this calculation says that Rohan has to pay 60,000 rupees in tax, then how can the finance minister say that till 12 lakh rupees there is no income tax at all? Well, that is because, ladies and gentlemen, we have something called tax rebates. So every March when the financial year ends and your CA files your taxes, they also file for ITR or income tax returns. When they do this, the government will give you a refund on tax money. Now previously the maximum rebate you would get was 25,000 rupees. But now the total rebate that Rohan can get is 60,000 rupees. So if you take Rohan's example, at the end of the year he will get back the 60,000 rupees that he paid in taxes. So effectively he pays 0 rupees in tax. But this is not the complete picture. There are some things called cess and deductions. For those who don't know, cess is a tax on tax, and cess is levied by the government generally for promoting health and education. For example, cess on education is used to pay for students' midday meals or to pay the salaries of employees in the government schools and colleges. So it's a percentage of the existing tax that you're paying instead of the tax on the income generated. So this is a tax on tax. For example, if you have an income of 1,000 rupees on which the tax is 300 rupees, the cess would be 4% of 300 rupees or 12 rupees. So it's an added tax. And then we come to deductions. Deductions are nothing but tax cuts that the government gives out if you invest your money into those sectors that are beneficial for the country. This includes investing in healthcare, housing, retirement savings, and many more as mentioned in the screen. So if you spend or invest money in these instruments, the government will not tax you for that amount of money. Now, for the simplicity of this example, let's take the main deduction for all salaried employees, which is standard deduction. This is a flat deduction from the total salary earned by the employee in a particular financial year to reduce their taxable income. This, as of now, is 75,000 rupees. So, let's quickly understand this with an example. And if you understand this, please skip to this timestamp.